Snails, the creepy invasion of zombie snails. The terrifying secret of a slow-moving creature. Snails are a pretty common land animal, often seen as nature's slow walkers. They don't just play an important role in the ecosystem. They've also made a lasting mark in human culture. Books classification, definition, and structure. Snails belong to the phylum Mollusca and the class Gastropoda. They're land-dwelling mollusks with shells, generally referring to species in the Pulmonata superorder. They're not a single classification, but rather a broad group that includes many different families and genera. By definition, snails are soft-bodied mollusks with a calcium carbonate shell that protects their squishy bodies. Their body structure includes a head, a foot, a visceral sac, and a shell. On their head, they've got two pairs of tentacles. The shorter pair is for sensing, and the longer pair has eyes at the tips. Inside their mouth is a radula, kind of like a tiny saw. Their shells are mostly shaped like low cones. The shell not only protects them but also helps keep them moist. Habitat and behavior. Snails love damp environments like forests, grassy areas, or gardens. They're super common in temperate and tropical regions. They're nocturnal, so during the day they hide inside their shells or in shady spots to avoid dryness and sunlight. Behavior-wise, snails feed on plant leaves, decaying matter, or algae, using their radula to grind it up. They're surprisingly drought-resistant. When it gets dry, they can go into a dormant state and seal up their shell opening with a thin membrane to keep moisture in. Some species can even climb trees or walls. They move slowly, but they've got serious endurance. As for reproduction, most snails are hermaphrodites, meaning they have both male and female organs. They can self-fertilize or mate with others, and they lay their eggs in soil. Culinary. Value snails are packed with protein, calcium, and vitamins, and they're considered a delicacy in many cultures. For example, in France, escargot is made using burgundy snails, baked with garlic butter. These farm-raised edible snails go through a roughly 2-week detox period before being sold, so they can purge any bacteria or toxins from their digestive systems. In Asia, dishes like Chinese field snail soup are super popular. Not only are they nutritious, but they're also believed to have medicinal benefits, like clearing heat and detoxifying the body. That said, you've got to watch out for parasites, so it's important to clean and cook them thoroughly before eating. Zombie snails. Zombie snails refer to snails infected by a parasite called Leucochloridium paradoxum. This creepy parasite turns snails into something like the living dead. After infection, the parasite's larvae invade the snail's eye stalks, making them swell up and look like colorful striped caterpillars. These stalks pulsate constantly, kind of like those spinning barber poles, flashing dozens of times per minute with bright, eye-catching colors. Infected zombie snails become way more active, crawling up to 3 times faster than normal snails. But here's the freaky part. The parasite completely takes over the snail's behavior, turning it from a night creature into one that comes out in daylight, climbing to the tops of plants, basically waiting to get eaten by birds. The parasite reproduces inside birds and lays eggs. It doesn't kill the bird. It just uses bird poop to spread its eggs around. And here's the wildest part. Bird poop is like a gourmet treat for snails, so they're easily drawn to eat it, which makes them the next zombie snail in line. In Hong Kong, there hadn't been any reports of this before, but recently, August 2025, the first case popped up at Newtown Plaza in Sha Tin. A weird snail with glowing eye stalks was seen crawling across a restaurant table. Looks like the dark side of nature has quietly crept into the city.